we measured every 100 mil and got a measurement off the low point, because there's a 10 mil difference. The low point on this side, which is sort of the curvature of the original fiberglass, all the way along. And then now we've marked that down from the section that we're going to have the top, but we can cut this down to whatever height we want. But we've now marked the curvature all the way along. Lucky on this boat, it sort of just curves one way. Beautiful. Yeah. Boom. That's pretty bloody good, I reckon. So, the thought process is, because we've got this bulkhead section up in here, to actually fit the piece in, we'd have to cut that out, and I don't really want to cut that out because it's sitting on the trailer. It's probably helping support it from doing a bit of a flex. So, because this is, you know, my way of fixing it, we're going to leave that in. We're going to do a cut in this, and then once we've surfaced this, we'll be doing screw, little screw through to then pin this in, because we'll be able to slide this through from one side and slide this one in, and then it'll be very, very solid. Once it's glassed as well, finished. So we've now surfaced this down to 30 mil. Now we're going to cut the 10 mil deviation in it and hope for the best. Okay, so we're doing some test fitting. We've cut this down to fit now. Looks good all the way along. Front bit I shaved down a little bit too much, but that's okay. Put a little bit extra juice in there. Perfect fit. We're going to do something unconventional. You'll probably see later in the week when we do that. We're actually going to bond the wood in with the T-Rex, I don't know, adhesive stuff. Because sort of what you're meant to do is just resin it in. But they say resin's not super duper, like, from what I've seen, it delaminates over time. So we're thinking, well, if we just make a bed of the T-Rex stuff at the bottom and on the back of the transom and on the sides, like fuck, and then clamp it, that shit will be stuck. It ain't moving after that. So we're going to give that a go. Unconventional, but we'll see how we go. Okay, so we've mixed up some resin and the catalyst, and now we're just painting our beautiful piece of wood that we have cut. Just using this. We mixed up about 300 mil worth of resin, and then put 7 mil of catalyst in, and now we just coat it. It's a nice green color, so it's like that. It's going to spread everywhere. Really want it on there nice and thick. Got it, apparently, according to my father, who's done it before, we've got about, I don't know, a while till it goes fucking hard. That's good. Alright. Okay, so that's both pieces now fully coated. Now I just have to let it dry and cure. It's quite sticky. Our area is well prepared now. Fully vacuumed, fully trimmed to the height we require. And now, yep. So that's that. I fucking busted my finger open a fucking treat. Okay, fuck, dusty bastard. So last night got really fucking cold. So resin hates the cold unless you put shitloads of catalyst in it, and then you really shorten your working time. So anyway, I left it overnight, and I've got it now sitting in the gorgeous 20-degree afternoon sun in Melbourne. So just trying to get a little bit of warmth into this. Obviously it's changed a bit of colour. Bit of warmth will make a monumental difference in how it just cures totally. So I've got both pieces, because I'm obviously doing it in 2 pieces, just out here trying to soak up that last sun just after I've got home from work. Hopefully while that's curing, I'm going to get everything ready to glue it in. So what I've got here is 2 tubes of T-Rex, which is pretty serious shit. I got a grey one there too if I need more, but I got 3 tubes of that. I'm gonna fucking fill this up all the way along the bottom and the sides. I'm just gonna sit this in, and then eventually I'm gonna make a real runny mix. I'm just gonna pour it all over the top and vibrate the sides of it. That's my plan. We're gonna see if it works. I don't know. There's no videos on YouTube about this, so we're just gonna give it a crack. So I got a couple of lengths here that I'm gonna sit either side, and then I found every clamp I could find in the shed. So I'm gonna try and clamp, and then clamp up there, and then same again up the front. Front I'm not so worried about, because we're gonna do a bit of a fiberglass concoction up there and sort of it in. Because really, the fiberglass. Let's just have a quick demonstration here. This is the disc of resin, and if we do, it's got quite a light of bend in it for something that, I don't know, like before that's splitting, we can bend it quite a lot. So if that's got that much bend in it, I could imagine with some fiber, like the fucking matte shit. Like, let's look at this. This is the bottom of the container. But look, if fiberglass resin can bend that much, with a bit of matte, fuck, surely that's pretty strong. Well, that's what I'd think anyway. Like, the whole boat's made out of fiberglass. There's no wood on this section, and this is strong enough to bloody stand on and not fall apart. So if one section of it is fully fiberglass, it can't make a difference, surely. Filling up the holes and shit. Making sure that there's plenty on the bottom. I got 3 tubes, so we can be pretty bananas with it. Okay, that was stressful. So what I would straight up recommend is 4 to 5 tubes if you really want to get it in there. What I've ended up doing at the end there is mixing up about 300 ml of resin and pouring it in, and then realizing there's a hole that's really down low and it leaking up in the top section. Plugging that hole, pouring it back in. That should bed it, the adhesive shit. Now I've got clamps all the way along with wood on the outside, so it's oozing through in some sections, but that is going to be an unbelievable bond when that dries in like 2 days, and then it'll be time to just scrape off the remainder and fiberglass over the top. Fiberglassing over the top really binds it in to the hull. These are hand laid hulls, it turns out, not chopper gunned. So it'll be getting really bound in. So there'll be one cap from the sides over, well, probably just on top. Then there'll be a sides over, and then there'll be a full wrap over the top. So the top's going to end up with 3 layers thick. The sides will end up with 2. And onto the floor, we're probably going to end up doing 1 and then 1 over the top just on the sides to really key it in to the edge. Making it super strong. Can never have it, well, I guess you can, but you can never have it too strong, I guess. Because you don't really want it fucking breaking, do you? So, anyway, I shouldn't be swearing. Alright, so that has now been sitting for about 24 hours. It's still a little bit tacky in there, but it's definitely bonded. Our front section that we poured the resin in is feeling fantastic. We'll get in there for a quick look. We'll turn the light on. There's our spillage section. We've got the mix.
There's your mix. Don't drink it all at once.
All right, we're going in there. We're gonna start layering. I'll get it filming and I'm halfway.